Hello. So, just finished Jeremiah 38. And this chapter has the story of how Jeremiah gets thrown in another dungeon because the princes are not happy about what he's saying. And Zedekiah, the king, doesn't know that he's been thrown in this dungeon at first. But the princes that are unhappy with Jeremiah, they throw him in the dungeon. And the dungeon has apparently a bunch of mire in the bottom, so it's just a mud hole. I'm imagining Jeremiah going down and sinking into it, and you're just stuck there. So Jeremiah gets stuck in this dungeon, and then only one guy, an Ethiopian guy, named Ebed Melech. He's the only one who sticks up for him. And this Ethiopian guy, he doesn't really have rights in the society, but he still goes to the king, and everyone else knew that Jeremiah was thrown in the pit and it wasn't right. But this one guy goes up to the king and intercedes on his behalf, and the king allows him to pull Jeremiah out of the mire. And then Jeremiah gives the prophecy to the king. The king wants him to keep it secret because it's not a good one. But the prophecy is, if you give in and you surrender yourself to the Chaldeans, you'll be saved. Otherwise, the city will burn. You're gonna die, and like your women and your daughters will also be taken away and possibly killed too. So Zedekiah needs to listen to God, or the punishment is going to be a lot worse. And he's still not listening. But he does ask Jeremiah to keep it secret because it makes him look weak if they know that he's taking Jeremiah seriously. But what I found interesting is the symbology of the mire, because Jeremiah was stuck in the mire. And he couldn't really do anything. He could just sit there. Maybe he could pray. But he was stuck in the mire. Yeah, it was still part of God's plan, though, and someone was working for him on the outside. God was working for him and doing things, but Jeremiah had no knowledge of it. He was just stuck there. I feel like I'm kind of in the mire right now because I finished school and I don't have a job, and I don't have like a full-time ministry or anything. I'm just biding my time. I'm stuck here. But I gotta have faith that God's working on the outside. He's sent someone to intercede for me somewhere, and just bide my time and let God work it out while I'm in the mire. I think that's what I'm getting out of this. It's meant to really break your spirits, but it doesn't have to.